honored and loved by everyone. Well, I'll start by saying he's not the man we're honoring today. Memories like the corners of my mind, misty watercolor memories of the way he was. I remember pushing you down in the alley, resulting in a huge, what you call back then, a pump knot on your forehead. And that may account for some of your memory losses today. I apologize. I'm sorry. I remember us going all over the house searching for coins until we had enough to buy crabs from the Arab man. It was about 50 cents back then. When he was going down the alley, and we thought it was a good idea to go out there and get them crabs and bring it in there. Yeah, we love crabs. Unfortunately, we didn't really know how to prepare them. So we thought, hey, it's a good idea. Let's take these crabs and throw them in the oven. And we did. And they run all around, then they turn red. And then the house began to stink. And it stayed that way for a long time. Mama was not too happy. I remember how Ray became proficient with the English language. My father made him walk to summer school in the hot sun, all the way up to Glens Falls. And ever since then, he has been well-spoken. Never had to go back to school. Learn English, learn how to write it, learn how to speak it, everything. And I heard Mac talking about Iota Phi Theta and the parties and everything, and I remember I would belong to Les Chamarettes, and Iota Phi Theta, and sometimes we used to hook up, run across roads. You know, we used to have the house parties, and you go around from party to party. I remember us coming in, tripping over each other, 5 a.m. in the morning, and knowing that Dad was going to be there at 7 because we weren't going to get up and go to church. And as soon as we came back home, it was just like, who's going to go to the bed, you know, get the nap first. I remember those days. I also remember how well, when we had our Bright Star investment meeting, that you were always the devil's advocate. Or I could say the naysayer. After we go through all discussions and figuring out everything, you know, coming up with the consensus, and everything was over with, we'd hear Ray say, look here, what do you think, I have another idea. And we're like, oh no, there he goes again. Yes, but wonderful Ray. I'm so glad to hear all of you saying these beautiful things about him. Ray had many names growing up, and I heard a couple of them. He was also known as Bernie by my dad when he did something wrong. Bernie! Bunny, when he was little. Remember your ears? He was called Bunny. Cheese. Cheese. Yeah, cheese. I used to like to call him Turkey. Now I like to have to serve him up a little turkey. I don't know if I want you boiled, or fried, or roasted. So I think I'll just roast a little bit. Now, did you all know that Ray has one simple motto? If at first you don't succeed, that's par for the course. He has a photographic memory. Unfortunately, there's no film in it. This is a good man. He started out with nothing, and he still has most of it left. I remember when he used to have a handle on sanity, but it broke. He is a very light eater. Once it's light, he eats. And eats. And eats some more. Ray, I remember when you only had one stomach. Those teeth that somebody alluded to, playing lacrosse, his teeth are like stars. They come out at night. My brother, I love my brother. He is the epitome of tall, dark, and handsome. When it's dark, he's handsome. They say opposites attract, and I am so glad that you met someone who is good looking, intelligent, and cultured. Oh, but seriously, enough of that. Now that you're a septuagenarian, age 70, 71001s, I would like to give you some advice that was what our Uncle James' favorite. You know, our Uncle James always talked about ageism. Yeah. So I'm going to give you a little advice about ageism so you can handle it, okay? The great secret that all old people share is that you really haven't changed at all in 70 years. You know, your body changes, but you don't change at all. Unfortunately, that causes a lot of great confusion. You know, your body and you're still the same. Like, what's going on? In youth, you run into difficulties, but in old age, difficulties run into you. You don't let aging get you down, though, bro. It's too hard to get back up, you know? Some people say that life is like a roll of toilet paper. The closer you get to the end, the faster it goes. First, you forget names. Then you forget faces. You forget to pull your zipper up. Then you forget to pull your zipper down. But anyway, Ray, come up here because I have something I'd like to give you just to help you out. Come on, get the old bones up here. A lot of people were talking about, you know, Ray, Michael and I, the rest of us, the family have a joke. We always tell Ray, we're watching you, so we know what to do and what not to do, okay? But since he's very forgetful, I took upon myself to have something that you can refer to now that you're a septuagenarian. And as you're sitting down and if you're in a quandary and wonder about things to do or whatever happened, I would like to share with you some things some people probably never told you, okay? Nobody ever told you that inside every older person is a younger person wondering, what the hell happened? And age doesn't matter, especially in your case, unless you're cheese, and we already know you're cheese, so it doesn't matter. Everything that goes up must come down, so we're going to advise you to wear little Spanx whenever you can. You follow the cardiologist diet. If it tastes good, spit it out. And to avoid getting wrinkles, take off your glasses. Remember that memory storage is not a problem, but memory retrieval is, so always have a pen and pencil so you can write it down. And of course, remember the old age is like flying through a storm. Once you're aboard the plane, there's nothing you can do. But there are also perks to getting older, okay? One of the things you'll remember now, no matter whatever you buy, it'll never wear out. That's a good thing. That's a good thing, okay? Your joints will forecast the weather better than you. You know, you don't have to look at the news, the weather forecast, whatever. These joints will tell you, hey, what's going on for the day? All right, Darren, I go to the golf course or not, okay? And you can quit holding in your stomach because it no longer matters. Nobody cares. Another perk, a good thing, is that you now have unlimited access to cheap thrills. You can sit in a rocking chair and it'll feel like a roller coaster. Cheap, 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 cheap. And I want you to remember, finally, that your health insurance, you know, you've been paying all that money for, we talked about how expensive it was, it is finally paying off. You are now well cared for. You have eye care. You have dental care. You will soon have private care, long-term care. And of course, there's always Medicare. But remember, a birthday is just the first day of another 365-day journey around the sun. May you enjoy many more trips. Mom and Dad would be proud. Give me a hug.